Then why do you show your butt crack when you walk on the truck? Is it a grown man thing?
What is it? What?
Why does he show his butt crack when he walks on the truck? Is it a grown man thing?
This is butt crack.
Mm-hmm. I see mom like that everywhere, even my uncle.
Look how pretty she is. Daddy.
Oh, what?
What do you think of her outfit?
Oh, wow. Beautiful. Yeah. You need to keep that pulled up. Don't show your belly.
Why?
Why? Because it's a teenager thing.
Then why do you show your butt crack when you walk on the truck? Is it a...
Here we go. Okay, Miss Baker. Wood. Assistant. Wood. Bartender. Wood. Yacht bartender. Wood. I'm going to say no. Just because we need to have, higher standards, fellas, okay? That one chick that stared at the casino wheel all day, her name is Beth. Wood. Here we go. Okay, Miss Baker. Wood. Assist.
Yes, this will do very nicely. Very nice place you've got. Very chic. Nothing like a bourgeois bank robber to remind me of how strange Los Santos has become.
Movie footage used in the kill count is owned entirely by the copyright holders. Dead Meat makes no claim of ownership and simply uses the footage for purposes of education, commentary, and criticism under fair use. Please support filmmakers and the art of filmmaking by watching Saw on home media or streaming services where available.
There's a Fleeca franchise on the Western Highway near Chumash. Take us there.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James H. and today we're looking at Saw, a low-budget film with a big impact, released in 2004. Directed by James Wan and written by Lee Winnell, Saw is one of the most influential horror films ever made, secting life and brutality into a genre that had grown stagnant with Scream knockoffs aimed at teenagers. It was so successful, it would go on to spawn 6 sequels released on an annual basis throughout the rest of the decade, with an 8th film, Jigsaw, hitting theaters last year, and a 9th movie all but confirmed at this point. Saw's reputation precedes, although it's often dismissed as senseless torture film, this first film is no more graphic than your standard sleazy slasher. Sure, the sequels would get bloodier and bloodier, but the original Saw is more about the mystery of the Jigsaw Killer, and of course, traps that forces victims to make difficult decisions when they want to come out alive. The original also sets up this twisted storytelling and flashbacks within flashbacks that would give this series one of the most convoluted running storylines in all of horror. Over the next 8 weeks, I'll guide hardcore fans and the uninitiated alike through all of this mess. But right now, let's start at the beginning and get to the kid.
Make sense. Security should be light. Well,
the movie begins with a blue light surrounded by darkness. The light's attached to something floating in a tub of water. When this dude wakes up in it, the light goes straight down the drain. Later, we'll learn how much that sucks. Bathtub boy calls out, confused in the darkness, and is greeted by a very gravelly voice. When the lights do come on, they blind the guy like it's 3 in the morning and can't get up and take a peek. He's in a bathroom, and across from him is the gravel-wearing gentleman. Between them is a body lying in a big pool of blood from an apparent self-inflicted gun wound to the head. One hand, a gun, the other, a taper wound, and both the living men find their anger contained in bathroom pipes. A lot of us have seen this movie 1,000 times, but I always try to remember that this setup is instantly intriguing, and also probably helps start the escape room craze that I love so much. Our bathtub boy is Adam, played by screenwriter Lee Winnell. Damn, this dude can write and act? What's your name?
My name is very fucking confused. What's your name?
Well, at least he can write. The other guy is Cary Elwes, trying real hard to hide his English accent. His character's name is Lawrence Gordon. He's a doctor, and he too just woke up in this place. Neither of them can remember getting there at all.
Went to bed in my shithole apartment and woke up in an actual shithole.
And this place is a shithole. Look at it. There's shit all over the walls. There's shit everywhere. Gordon realizes that the wall clock isn't covered in shit, so it must be new and placed there with a purpose, like a time-telling purpose. In his pants, Adam finds an envelope with his name, and inside is a very pushy tape. Later when we get the time tape, Gordon's pants are home to another self-promoting tape, but with an additional bonus bullet. Oh shit, there's a key in there too? But as us escape room aficionados could have guessed, the key doesn't work in any of the locks they have right now. That tape recorder will sure be handy though, and through the power of plaid and a bathtub chain, Adam's able to reach the dead body and retrieve the dead media device. The tape he plays gives the world its first listen to Jigsaw.
Russian child, you're probably wondering where you're going. I'll tell you much might be a die in.
The tape calls Adam a voyeur and says now he has the chance to act instead of just watch. Pretty cryptic, and definitely not the tape you'd want to take to a desert island. Hoping to hear a better pop, Gordon tosses his tape to Adam. DJ Tubboy plays that track, and the tape gives Gordon some instruction.
Your aim in this game is to kill Adam. You have until 6 o'clock to do it.
It also spills a bunch of other info, like how the dude in the room shot himself because it was super poisonous, that X marks the spot for Trevor, and that if he doesn't kill Adam by 6, then Gordon's wife and daughter will die. He'll be left in this room to rot. Oh. A closer listen reveals a very faint whisper saying, "Like your fuck, man. Looks like there's a shitty heart shit painted on that shitty toilet tank." Adam plugs his nose and fishes inside the bowl, hoping to find nothing. Then checks in the tank like any reasonable person would have done first. He finds a plastic bag with 2 hacksaws inside, and maybe that's it. Or maybe Adam just tosses the bag aside discreetly for a specific reason. When the saws do nothing against their chains, Adam throws his against the wall in rage, where it breaks off a piece of shit-covered beer. Seems like those saws might prefer the taste of flesh.
She's loading the hardware into the back of the truck.
That's what I'm saying, Gordy. Gordon says he knows he's doing this for them, and we launch into our first flashback of the series. Get ready for confusing time jumps. This franchise plays with chronology as much as frickin' Lost does. Oh, speaking of Lost, one of the detectives on the case is Stephen Singh, played by Ken Leon. His partner is David Tabb, played by Danny Glover, and they just said they found a tape on the scene.
Hello, boy. You're insane. The middle of it, man. You're not supposed to do this.
See, now here's our first glimpse at Jigsaw's mentality. Middle-class male Paul here was apparently cutting himself, and rather than sympathetically ask what's wrong, Jigsaw sticks him in a room full of razor wire and says if he wants to live, he's got to escape before the door locks at 3 o'clock. We see Paul's death played out as he tries to win Jigsaw's game. Scene edited like an industrial metal music video. It looks a little silly now, but it was a creative solution to the film's low budget and lack of coverage. So I ain't gonna hate. Paul's body is missing a piece of flesh, cut out in the shape of a puzzle piece, plus the name of our condescending killer is work.
Actually, technically speaking, not really a murder.
Oh, shit. There's sometimes this idea that Jigsaw technically didn't do this. He just finds ways for his victims to kill themselves. Yeah, hey Jigsaw, maybe ask Charlie Manson how that shit holds up. Oh wait, you can't. He died in prison. The detectives find another body, this dude Mark, who was apparently, I don't know, fraudulently using a handicapped parking sticker or something. Jigsaw poisoned him and put the antidote inside a safe, the combination of which is written on the wall somewhere among all these numbers. But wait, there's also tons of glass on the floor. But wait again, he's smeared down in some flammable jelly so the candle he's using to light his way could become fatal. And it does. Mark is immolated after trying to win this impossible fucking game. But, you know, technically Jigsaw didn't kill him, the trap did. Yeah, well, who put him in the trap? Jigsaw did. Carrie points out a peephole and says Jigsaw likes to have a front row seat to his own games. She also finds a pen light on the scene that belongs to Dr. Gordon. Remember, we're still in a flashback, and in it, Gordon is talking about a patient with an inoperable tumor. He keeps calling the dude the patient, which I feel is pretty standard, but someone's not a fan of that clinical speech.
His name is John, Dr. Gordon.
Hey, speaking of Lost, it's Michael Emerson playing Zep, an orderly at the hospital who says the patient John is actually a very interesting person. Gordon's lesson is interrupted by the school principal calling him to the office, and as he leaves, one of his students leers at him with some serious fuck me on. Cap and Singh are waiting for him to return the pen light and take him to the station, but Gordon's cleared after he reluctantly gives them an alibi that we don't get to hear. Must have been something embarrassing, like a bad night of diarrhea. For some reason, Singh has Gordon stick around to eavesdrop on a surviving Jigsaw victim telling her tale. The hell kind of sloppy look at that Singh? Her privacy rights are getting all kinds of violence. The survivor, Amanda, who you might want to remember going forward, relates her story in a flashback reviewed with more music video style editing. She woke up in a room with the most infamous trap of the series fixed around her head, a reverse bear trap. It's explained to her by Billy the Puppet in his premiere appearance. The device is hooked to her upper and lower jaws, and the timer runs out. How does this happen? Oh, holy again. The key to unlock the device is in the stomach of Amanda's supposedly dead cellmate, but after she crashes her way out of the chair and starts the timer, it becomes evident that she's on the ground by her is not in fact dead, but rather very much alive. Still, Amanda came here to win. She puts it all on the field and grabs the provided knife to carve this thing's stomach open like a jackal. She stabs him a whole deeply, tearing apart his guts and searching through his entrails to find his stomach, which has the key in it. She manages to get the trap off just before it turns her head into styrofoam dust. And her victory parade of Billy and the trademark red tricycle comes out of the shadows to congratulate her.
Congratulations. People are so unbelievable to be alive.
Good job, Amanda. You won the strategy. Kat mentions that she was a drug addict, which, again, pretty harsh rehab treatment there, Jigsaw. But I guess in her case, it worked. Back in the shit bathroom, Adam discovers the mirror glass that broke off is two-way, and when he busts out the remaining glass, they find a camera in the medicine cabinet. Unbeknownst to either bathroom boy, the other side of the camera is someone watching them with a haunted voice. Gordon talks about his family profile and tosses his wallet to Adam so he can see a picture of him. And inside the wallet is a pic you probably wouldn't want to send out with a Christmas card. The back of this scary terrorist picture is a reminder that X marks the spot, but with an additional clue saying sometimes see more with your eyes shut. And that's maintained. Adam doesn't divulge this information to Doc, and instead pockets the scary pic for himself. Another flashback takes us to the last time Gordon saw his family, after his daughter Diana woke up his wife Allison. Say there was a bad man in her room. Gordon helps put Diana back to bed by playing Levy Boy's favorite game, Piggy. But right in the middle of wee, he gets interrupted by his beeper going. On his way to answer the call, he gets into an argument with Allison in their weird fucking living room. What is that curtain? They have a little stage back there? Maybe they should use it to perform this marital drama they've got going on, since their relationship is obviously on the road. Gordon leaves, and back in Diana's room, she sees an eye peeping out of her closet. Her scream brings Alice into the room to find a ghost. Nah, it's not a ghost. It's just a mean-spirited son of a bitch who holds the Gordon family hostage in their own home and plays a sick game where he listens to Diana's heartbeat rise as he holds a gun up to her mom's head. Viewers watching the top of the frame see that this bastard is Zep the Orderly. Is Zep Jigsaw? I don't know. As Zep Saw looks out the window, he's spied upon by someone through a camera. It's Detective Tap, working out of a room with crazy all over the walls and growling about Gordon. Heads up, this is now the present, but you'd be forgiven if you didn't know, since these flashbacks forget to announce themselves half the time. To maybe try to help with the confusion, the movie has a minute-long recap montage. But you're not even halfway over yet, Saw. This kind of hand-holding will be useful later on when the story gets crazy, but come on, we just watched all this shit. At least the montage gives us this insane goddamn transition, where a car drives in front of a rueful-looking Danny Glover. What the fuck is that? Oh yeah, and now we're back in the past, when Tap the movie has a minute-long recap. Montage gives us this insane goddamn transition where a car drives in front of a rueful-looking Danny Glover. What the fuck is that? Oh yeah, and now we're back in the past, when Tap let Gordon go after they all shared popcorn watching Amanda's messed up testimony. It must be haunting Tap, since he goes straight back to the station and rewatches the Jigsaw tape over and over again like it's his favorite YouTube channel. We're only helping Jigsaw's ad revenue, Tap. This obsessive rewatching pays off, though, when he hears a fire alarm in the background and notes a gang symbol on a wall. He and Sync check which fire alarms went off within the gang's territory, and voila, they're headed to an abandoned warehouse to get themselves to Jigsaw, not bothering with a warrant or any backup at all. Nothing could go wrong here. Inside the warehouse, they find an open space office that Jigsaw must use as a home base, and a crafting center. Oh, look at his cute little shoebox diorama. He'll definitely get an A on that. He'll also probably pass the kidnapping quiz, since they find a dude there under a red blanket, tied up and captured in a trap. When they hear the elevator coming up, Tap wants to hide and pretend they're not there to, I don't know, see what Jigsaw does or something. It doesn't make any sense. Just arrest the guy in the elevator. But instead, they watch from the shadows as Jigsaw, in a snazzy black and red robe, checks on his captive and spouts off his arrogant bullshit.
Don't cry. I've given your life a purpose.
The detectives come out, but having given up the high ground, Jigsaw is able to kickstart the trap and frustrate them by saying the key to unlock it is in this giant ring. Tap calls Jigsaw sick as he tries to arrest him, and Jigsaw's all like, "Hell, sick of your attitude." Just kidding, he's actually sick of cancer. Sting finally gets some sense and shoots the grabs a piece of it, but that's when Jigsaw uses the hidden sleeve blade to slash Tap's throat and run the hell away. Sting gives chase to Jigsaw and even manages to shoot him in this dingy hole. Good shot, Sting, but don't forget that Jigsaw is a boob man, by which I mean booby traps, because when Sting steps through some cobwebs, he trips a wire attached to a bunch of ceiling-mounted shotguns that fire down and blow his friggin' head off. Like a lot of this movie's gore, it's not super explicit, but it's still a pretty cool kill. Plus, it's finally a character death that we actually care about. Jigsaw gets up and leaves, only a little worse for wear, right? To see Sting dead and get photographed crying out in anguish. He didn't actually get photographed, but the bizarre editing sure makes it a little confusing. This movie's so damn messy. Present-day Tap speaks raspily from his now-healed throat wound as we're reminded that he's watching Zep, who is still watching Gordon and Adam. Oh yeah, Gordon and Adam. Can we get back to those bathroom boys already and move the story forward instead of back? Thanks. Adam finally decides to act on that photo hint and tells Gordon to turn off the lights. That reveals an X on the wall that didn't show up before because the glow-in-the-dark paint hadn't charged yet. Gordon busts through the to find a locked box. And once again, us escape room pros are eagerly raising our hands to say, hey, the key from earlier should open that bad boy up. And it does. Inside is a cell phone, a couple of cigarettes, and a secret note to Gordon saying the cigarettes aren't necessarily poison. At least, not yet. Gordon tries the phone, but it doesn't work because it's only meant to receive calls. And god damn it, what? Another flashback? Okay, sure. We're in a parking garage in a scene that looks soap operatic for some reason when Gordon fails to notice a camera flash to the face. He also fails to notice this red robe-clad pig-headed person crawling on the ground towards him. The pighead rushes him and jump cuts aplenty get us back inside the shit room, where Gordon is questioning how Adam knew to turn off the lights. After some grilling, Adam reveals the wallet picture to Gordon, who's so spooked by it he can't help but yell out in rage. What are you doing? This kind of desperation might just drive a man to murder. And Gordon eyes the note, the bathroom body's blood on the ground, and the cigarette that puts all the jigsaw pieces together. He dips the cig into the very poisonous blood while Adam isn't looking, but then he turns off the lights and whispers something to Adam that neither Zep nor the audience can hear. When the lights come back on, they stage a little play, wherein Gordon offers Adam a smoke but gives him the unpoisoned cigarette instead. Adam smokes it and gives a very poor performance of a man being poisoned to death. So unconvincing that he gets heckled in the form of a shock through the ankle chain that makes him break kayfabe. Good plan though, Gordy. The shock apparently zaps some memories back into Adam's brain.
I remember everything now.
Cue another flashback where Adam gets home to his crappy apartment and into his homemade darkroom to develop pictures of, wait for it, Dr. Lawrence goddamn Gordon. Yeah. Later on, after a darkroom nap, Adam wakes up to find all the lights in his apartment are off, which leads to perhaps the best constructed scene of the movie. Adam stalks around the darkened apartment, intermittently using his camera flash to get snapshots of visibility. It's nice and creepy, especially when the silence is broken by this. That laugh belongs to Bill E. Puppet, who's lounging on a lazy boy. Adam takes a bat to Billy and beats that Puppet! But you should probably be more concerned about the pig head in the closet, and that's how Adam wound up in the shit room. Gordon gets a call on the cell phone from his tearful daughter saying, yo, you fucked up not getting that bad man out my room, Pops. Allison takes the line next and tells Gordon that Adam lied to him and knows him. But then the line goes dead. Gordon demands to know who Adam is, and he responds sounding like a real guilty little boy.
You know who I am.
That line delivery is the scariest thing in the movie so far. In response to being called a liar, Adam throws it back at Gordon and says, no, you. And we flash back again to that soap opera parking garage where we see Adam is responsible for the earlier scene face flash. Cool. Then we see what else was in that plastic bag from the toilet tank. Adam's pictures of Gordon that he's been collecting for days since he gets paid to track rich dudes having affairs. Affairs like the one Gordon almost had with that thirsty grad student in a seedy hotel room. That's right, I said almost, since he stops it before anything happens. When he leaves, he goes, oh my god, back to that parking garage for the third time in like 10 minutes? Yeah, Saw, we know. There's a camera flash. Gordon questions Adam about who paid him to take pictures, and it turns out to be none other than Detective David Tapp. Damn, Tapp, aren't you getting too old for this shit? Gordon tells Adam all about Tapp in another montage wherein Cary Elwes kind of slips into his English accent when he says the word murders.
Convinced himself that I must have somehow been involved with the murders.
Haha, that's fun. We're having fun here. Right, guys? Adam sees a picture he didn't take and shows it to Gordon, who recognizes the person looking out a dirty old window. It's a sap in that picture, y'all. Whoa. Gordon starts yelling about how he's gonna pop that little pipsqueak. But time's up, Gordo. It's 6 o'clock and looks to me like Adam is still alive. Luckily, Allison is able to discreetly escape her ties before Zep comes in to kill her. And when he calls Gordon up to tell him the bad news, Allison fights back and wrestles with Zep over his gun. A few shots go off, which alerts Tapp across the street that shit's going down. Then Allison subdues Zeb with some scissors to the leg. Tap breaks into the apartment and gets in a shootout with Zeb, during which Allison and Diana escape from the house and the series. Zeb smashes a vase over Tap's head and runs off, saying he's got to go run some errands and kill Dr. Gordon. Tap recovers and chases him in the absolute worst car chase I've ever seen in a movie. It's just crazily edited shots of the two of them driving. Wow, this is real bad. Gordon doesn't realize his family got away because all he hears is OK Corral going down over the phone. So in order to escape and save them, he ties a shirt tourniquet around his leg, and prepares to earn this movie its name. While there are a couple shots of him sawing at his ankle, most of the amputation is left to the imagination and shown through shots of a horrified Adam and crazed Dr. Gordon. We never even see the end result. We just know he's done when he tosses the saw. Meanwhile, Tappas chases Zeb down into the tunnel and manages to get him up against the wall. But Zeb escapes by swinging down and shooting Tap, catching him in the chest and surprisingly killing him. This really is the end for Detective He falls to the floor dead. Unsurprisingly, Danny Glover will be one of the few actors in the series who never returns for even so much as a flashback. Lawrence crawls his way over to the bathroom buddy and takes his gun, which is both to check off bullets at the beginning of it. His pal the ghost as he apologetically tells Adam that he's gotta do what he's gotta do.
You have to die.
No, I want to live. I want to live. He shoots his bathroom buddy to the ground, cries out that, come on, he did it, let him go now. But when Zeb shows up to the party, he tells Gordon it's too late. Zeb goes to shoot Gordon, but gets tripped to the ground by a still living Adam, who realizes that fists are too good for Zeb. So he grabs the toilet tank lid and beats Zeb's head to a bloody pulp with it. Once again, it's not that explicit, the entire thing being shown through low-angle shots of Adam, but Lee Winnell sells it, and the kill ends nicely with the tank lid breaking. Gordon crawls over to Adam and tries to offer some comfort.
I have to go and get help.
Yeah, if I'm Adam, I'm not convinced this is gonna work. This Bub the Zombie-looking one-footed motherfucker is supposed to be his salvation? Color me skeptical, or color me cynical. I don't care, just color me something, so I don't look like this Dr. Gordon goof. He crawls out, promising to bring someone back to help him, but Adam wisely starts looking for his own rescue in the form of a key on Zeb's body. Instead, he finds a tape player, revealing that Zeb is not the evil monster from this movie. He's merely been a pawn this whole time. The tape reveals Zeb was poisoned by Jigsaw and could only learn the antidote by kidnapping the Gordon family and killing them if Gordon failed. This is an amazing twist if you didn't know it was coming. I'll forever remember seeing this the first time and having my freaking mind blown. Adam's freaking mind is blown too, and as he sits there in astonishment, we get another great image, that of the bathroom body slowly waking up from its 8-hour nap and getting in a well-deserved cast round. This is John Kramer, the man we saw in Gordon's hospital bed, and he is the real Jigsaw killer, the mastermind behind everything we've seen so far. He tells Adam how he was supposed to escape all this.
Into that chain is in the bathtub.
But that's pretty shitty, John. Adam didn't even have a chance to retrieve that. After a crazy quick montage showing many of the movie's moments, Jigsaw turns off the lights and delivers the most amazing final words of a horror movie I've ever seen. Fuck. Yeah. Adam was left screaming in the dark, like he doesn't go on this kill count. You're just gonna have to trust me, Gurney. Plenty of other people did wind up on the count, so let's see how many at the numbers.
We've given you pump action shotguns to take in. They should look intimidating enough. You both go in, you go in hard. There are 4 security cameras.
6 people died in Saw, and because Amanda was able to escape her trap, all the victims were men. So we're kicking off this series with Blueberry Pie right now. Runtime of 103 minutes, we got a kill on average of 17.12 minutes, which is a little slow, but this game has only just begun. I'll give the Golden Chainsaw for coolest kills to Zeb. It doesn't happen on screen like a lot of the gore here, but it's still effective because of Adam's unbridled rage. Plus, killing someone with a toilet tank lid is good stuff no matter how it's done. Golf Machete the lamest kill definitely goes to Tap. A single slug to the chest is no way for Dr. Murtaugh to go out. And guess what? For the Saw series kill counts, I'm proud to announce 2 new awards that I'll be handing out each episode. The Platinum Punchy Sticks will go to the newest trap in each movie, regardless of if they killed anyone. The inaugural winner will of course be the reverse bear trap that lands at the gate. Despite not getting to see its end result, this trap has become the quintessential Saw trap, and it's so violent that you just kind of feel for the mannequin as it gets destroyed during the demo. Conversely, the Rusty Mouse trap goes to the movie's lamest trap. I'll give this one to Adam's bathroom trap, as like what? His whole game was to just not let the key go down the drain when he woke up? And that's it. Saw came out in 2004 and changed the horror genre forever. Not everything about it holds up 14 years later, but it still deserves recognition for how influential it was. I'll take a look at the first sequel, Saw 2, next week, but until then, I'm James A. Denise. It's been the Kill Count. Thanks a lot for watching today's Kill Count. New series, new Zeb. How do you like it? I have some more Saw talk. Don't worry, next time you see the background, it's going to be even fancier. It's a work in progress. I've had a crazy couple of weeks with awesome pizza and taxes and preparing for next Frightener coming out. But you'll get them awesome videos soon next week. And be good people.
You found the box? Okay, go in your bag, get out the drill. Don't go too quick, or it's gonna overheat. If you see smoke, ease off. If the drill burns out, this whole thing will take too long. Keep going, you need that box. You need to hurry this up. How you doing with that drill?
Movie footage used in the kill count is owned entirely by the copyright holder. Dead Meat makes no claim of ownership and simply uses the footage for purposes of education, commentary, and criticism under fair use. Please support filmmakers and the art of filmmaking by watching Saw 2 in its entirety on home media or streaming services where available. Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm Dave Davies, and today we're looking at Saw 2, released in 2005, a single year after the original Rock the World of Horror. What's great about Saw 2 is that it basically takes all the good parts of Saw 1 and does them bigger and better. Problems it had 4 times the budget, but it also helps that a bunch of the team from the original returned to give the sequel a lot of love and care. Although Juan and Winnell were busy at the time of Dead Silence, they moved about a different Billy the Muppet. They helped develop the story, and Winnell co-wrote the script. Basically, what I'm saying is that all hands were on deck for this movie, and it shows. With Jigsaw's identity out in the open, we also get Tobin Bell for the entire movie, and that's a huge plus. You all know I hate Jigsaw's flawed and condescending ideology, but I love Tobin Bell. His amazing portrayal of the character. He's so good at being a dick. I could talk all day about how freaky Jigsaw is as a horror movie killer, but right now, let's see how many characters he'll blame not to have murdered and get to the kills. The movie begins with a trap. Saw 2 knows what we're here for, so right away we put a new Jigsaw trap that'll give your face some overzealous acupuncture. I'm sure this dude's wife is wondering how it works. Let's go to our senior portrait correspondent, Billy the Muppet. Billy?
I want to play a game.
Billy tells Michael that he's a snitch, so here's the cinch. Mike's got a death mask around him. If he doesn't unlock it before the timer runs out, it'll close.
Thanks to my car.
Oh, and also, as the state reveals, the key to it has been placed underneath his eye. Looks pretty difficult. The timer goes off, and Mike takes a scalpel and comes real close to going through somehow. Come on, man, it's only one eye. Just live out the rest of your days with an eye and be a freaking pirate. But Michael knows he gets seasick, so instead he gives up and drops to his knees, defeated. Saw 2 is all like, you thought Saw 1 had crazy editing? Hold my keyboard. These crazy flash cuts come to an end when the mask slams shut on Mike's head, killing him quickly and with a nice piece of blood after his body falls to the floor. That kind of kill deserves the title card. Since most of the characters from part 1 were left apparently dead, except Cap, I guess, who survived until the video game where he killed himself at the end. I didn't know that, but you all did. We're gonna need some new kids on the block. So good thing Johnny Wahlberg is here as Detective Aaron Matthews. Sadly, not the brother with great hair from Boy Meets World. He has to pick up his son Daniel, Eric Knudsen, who's being held at the police station because he's a little pickpocketing troublemaker. Better keep an eye on him, Matthews. First it's pickpocketing. Next thing you know, he's streaming his life 24/7 and lying to ghost faces about his sexual orientation. They have a fraught relation.
start something? I'll break your fucking face! See, now you got a problem! Oh! Wow! No way! For fuck's sake! Yeah, now what? You holy fuck!
I didn't know that before. We're going to do the big thing up and up. Good thing not at all. Whereas Detective Aaron Bass sadly have a brother with gray hair. Yeah, we pick up a young dad. Being held at the police station because he's a little big-time troublemaker. Better keep an eye on him. First, the big next thing you know, he's screwed his life 24/7 and lying in ghost face.
Cheers.